think of H.P. Lovecraft's 1931 spooky fish love story, The Shadow Over Innsmouth, you probably think some pretty deep thoughts. Thoughts involving deep ones, sea gods, conspiracies, and darkest, dank, sticky, icky religion. What you probably don't think about is the 1990s in Japan, which can make finding out that there was a Japanese TV movie about Innsmouth a surprising pull from the waters of forgotten media. Previously unreleased and only seen subtitled by the most arcane and thicketed nerds, I have subtitled, upscaled, and presented the movie Innsmouth for all to see. After watching it, I can say this movie is a worthwhile catch, one teeming with the crabs of intrigue. No one was microwaving fish. That's the stench of the interesting. Surf's up, weirdos. It's 1992's, and bear with me, Insumasa o Kage, which kind of sounds like Shadow Over Innsmouth if you're drowning. Meet Takuyoshi Hirata, a cameraman whose daily life consists of smoking in between taking pics of smoking hot babes, and seeing glowing fish people on the streets of Tokyo, which I don't think is something that happens, but it might. You never know. Probably safe to say he's slightly disturbed, and Hirata would agree with you. He hopes to get answers about the causes of these strange visions via a business assignment that will allow him to travel to the forgotten coast of Japan's small seaside towns. Hey, an all-expenses-paid trip where you get to take pictures of lighthouses, sexy women, and maybe discover the truth to your growing insanity? What could go wrong? Unfortunately for him, Hirata ends up stranded in a dingy seaside town. How did he not see this one coming? Instead of seeing the sights, Hirata sees some seriously weird shit. This town is a place of mystifying tides which leave behind strange rumors and even stranger corpses, if you can believe it. A place where the people look at Hirata funny, while they look even funnier. As he wanders, Hirata hears tale that this town, so alien and yet somehow familiar, used to be a place of great fishermen. Yes, they caught a lot of fish. And then the secret to their success was apparently tied to the practice of sending their dead out to sea. In return for this tribute, the townsfolk were able to catch great amounts of fish, more than most would consider seasonably reasonable. Some called this place wrong, others called it Red Lobster. But to those in deep, those who really know, this place has only one name: Innsmouth. It is a certified freaky and fresh catch in the netting of Lovecraftian media. Japan's most purely Lovecraftian live-action film adaptation is stylish, subdued, and fun. Innsmouth features wonderful special effects makeup and atmosphere, which is all important in these movies. Most impressively, though, it maintains the key elements of Lovecraft's original penned Innsmouth story to a fair degree, while also adding in Japan's legally mandated quota of incest scenes. Like any weird fiction that's good, not all of the plot is immediately discernible upon first viewing, and even if Innsmouth never makes a lot of sense, it makes enough of it to not be stupid. Figuring out the finer plot details later on in this movie is like reheating your Admiral's Feast leftovers. It's an adventure in uncannily mixed smells and tastes. Not quite what you're expecting, and it doesn't kill you. It's fun! While we're here giving Innsmouth a look, I must point out one specific site. Yep, during a scene that was just moments before blasting what I think is a cover of the Rolling Stones' Painted Black, we are then treated to about 20 seconds of Goblin's song Witch from Suspiria.
インスマスはこの道しかないのか。
そうなんだよね。だからあの町周りから孤立しちゃうんだよね。赤部の人間であそこ行くのは私ぐらいなんじゃないの？
And then it's back to your regularly scheduled Tuvan throat singing, but for a second there, it was Goblin. As a huge fan who has met Goblin and been listening to them for decades, this clip of music was a truly unexpected but exquisitely nice touch in this film. It's the Cheddar Bay biscuits sitting next to your popcorn shrimp. It doesn't make any sense, doesn't fit, but it's delicious, give me more! Goblin has always been skirting the edges of Lovecraftian media. It's in a lot of movies that are kind of Lovecraftian, but now it's been in a direct adaptation of a Lovecraft story, which is fantastic. I might have trouble paying my rent, but hey, I can safely say that Goblin's now part of the Lovecraft experience. And it's all thanks to writer Chiaki Konaka's insistence for 20 seconds of soundtrack. Must have been an interesting conversation to convince them to put that in there. I probably should be more aware of and appreciative of this guy. Chiaki wrote Big O, Digimon, countless other anime that I know of, and some movie called Tokyo Demon War or something. This Goblin thing just solidifies Chiaki in my mind as an okay, alright dude. As for Innsmouth, I give his weird sea baby 4 fishmen out of 5. So, you say you're going down to Dunwich. Well, while you're on your way there, you may as well stop in on Innsmouth. Just don't go to the Long John Silver's, please.